In a recession, there are two types of people: people who are making money and people who aren't making any money. The question is, what side do you want to be on? My name is Salim Mohammed, and I entered this entrepreneurial world for the past 10 months. I must say, luckily for us, or people like myself, there are quite a number of individuals that had a lot of failed stories to which we can learn from and skip the failure phases and go directly to success. So one thing I've learned I'm going to share with you all is how to apply these 5 criterions to measure an opportunity. Opportunities are all around us, but how do you know how to get yourself involved in these opportunities? Right? So the first of the 5 is the product. What is the business offering? I asked 2 questions about the product. The first question is this something people really need right now? Is there a need in the marketplace for the product? And the answer is yes, of course. Who doesn't want an additional form of income to assist their financial needs, right? The second question is, does the product fit the need? For years and years to come, they will always have the Forex market. Once each country has their own currency and we do trading between countries, it will always have the Forex market. So yes, it satisfies the needs. The second criterion is the company. Now this is a company that is debt free. It doesn't need new clients to keep afloat. The $5 trillion a day Forex market attracts millions of people with a shared dream of financial freedom. The Cashfx group is artfully combining the technical experience required for Forex success with a dedicated corporate team, state-of-the-art headquarters, and a passion for helping others with a strong desire to improve their lives. With over 120,000 plus members in 185 countries, they've conducted over 209,000 plus payouts. So the answer is yes, 100% solid, bulletproof company. So I guess we're rocking and rolling, right? The third criterion is, how do you earn money? Because if you look at this from a business perspective, is it worth your time? Can you make money? And that's the key thing for people to know. Can you make quick, part-time, or full-time money? And the answer is yes. So you have a good product, you have a good company, you have a good compensation plan. What about the support tools and systems? What you have? So this Cashfx group have a ticketed support system that channels your direct needs and questions. You have the conversion pros partnering with the Cashfx group to advance your marketing and software skills. You have fast payments and layered security to keep your money safe and confidential. You have transparent reporting in your back office, giving you access to your trade results and easily check your Cashfx historical data. You also have live virtual events, giving company updates with plans for the future, compensation plan updates, etc. So the right support tools and systems, check out for sure. And the last thing, but not the least, is the right timing. We are in a pandemic, and the predefined methods of earning an income are quickly dwindling away. A lot of companies are working from home now, and we've seen the highest unemployment rates in the history of our time. Earning an income is at the top of everyone's minds right now. The Cashfx group has created a way to earn a living from the comfort of your home. We want everyone to look and feel their best with no financial worries. It's a brand new opportunity and so many people are excited about it. So if you're the kind of person that wants to earn a weekly recurring income, work from home, be healthier, more vibrant, then stay on this call as we go through in details how this business plan works. Or reach out to the person that shared this video with you and get back to them. I look forward to seeing each one of you on this exciting and rewarding journey. Take care.
All right. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to our Cashfx group opportunity call for today. Happy to have you with us. My name is Sheldon Shirley, and I will be your host throughout this presentation. Before we get started, I want to remind you of an event we have coming up. 'Tis the season to go cashless, not broke, cashless. What does that mean? We are in the digital era, my friends, the digital era. So we are putting some time aside to ensure we educate you on the life that you need to be living, and especially in a time of change, we want to help you to be prepared for it. So the 12 of the 12, this the season to go cashless is on. So we have contract giveaways. We'll be giving away some contracts. We'll be giving away some Bitcoins. But as I like to say, most importantly, we will be giving out some information that you definitely need to make yourself a better person, to make your life a better life. So don't miss it. Save the date, hop on the call, and be edified. Of course, this is being put on by the CN Lazar network. All right. So don't miss it. Can't say I didn't give you an early Christmas present. All right. This is the season to go cashless. Don't miss it, y'all. All right, so let's get cracking, shall we? We are going to get into our presentation today, and there are a few things I need you to remember as we go through this presentation. First and foremost, no referrals are needed. No referrals are needed. This system, this company is not one that needs new members to stay afloat. Referring persons are strictly optional. Get that. Secondly, there are no monthly fees. One-time contract purchase, and you're good to go. Next, there are no mandatory meetings. These meetings are in place to educate you about the Cashfx group and what we have to offer. And last but not least, let the pros trade for you. Yes, we are involved in the Forex space, but you're not the one doing the trading. We have professionals to do that for you so you can be more successful. Okay, so just keep those things in mind as we go right along. So you're about to see that success in the Forex market is literally just a few mouse clicks away. So let me quickly introduce you to two trending industries that the Cashfx group is involved in. First of which we call e-learning. All right, that's learning online. We all know that that's where the world is going right now. Children are now learning from home. Businesses are being operated from home, and the list goes on. So e-learning, the Cashfx group has capitalized on that. The next one is e-earning. So we know about the various markets, the stock market, the equities market, the futures market, but none of them compares to the Forex market. It stands above them all. And you can see it's a $5.3 trillion industry. All right, most liquid, recession proof. Come on. It gets no better than that. All right. So the Cashfx group has found a way to ensure that the little man like you and myself can get a piece of the pie. All right. This is one of the most liquid markets. Why shouldn't you and I have an opportunity to pull our share out of it? And that's what Cashfx does for us. All right. So let's talk some more about this company. At the center of it all are the core principles. What are those? Transparency, honesty, and respect for all members. I like to say trust is important, whether it be in a relationship or in a business venture. And especially in ventures like these, it is of utmost importance that we feel respected, that there is transparency, and that there's definitely honesty. So that's good to know. All right. Those are values that I hold dear, and I know you feel the same about them. And of course, they put themselves, all right, in a position where they are helping us to be successful in the Forex market through their proprietary trading and training, so that you and I can be more successful in the Forex space. So that's their aim That's how they position themselves, and we benefit from that. So let's talk about them some more. They have saw it necessary to hire the necessary professionals in order for us to be successful. We're talking about uh, project management professionals. We're talking about network marketing professionals. We're talking about educational professionals. We're talking about the uh, the various markets that are involved in this network marketing so that we can be successful, because no one person knows it all. And that's good to know that they have put together the right people so that we can have the right success. Who are they? Well, our founders are Oscar Lopez and Edwin Abad. Now, Oscar Lopez, cool guy, real down to earth. If you listen to him, if you get around him, you can feed off his energy. He's a real people person. So he's a successful entrepreneur. He's been successful in the crypto space. I know, he has a little bit of experience in engineering and network marketing. And Edwin Abad, no, he's the VP of trading. He's the one who really has that 25-year experience, and he has that passion for trading. You watch this guy trade. I had the privilege of seeing him teaching us how he takes trade live on one of our month-end calls, and it was just amazing. And you can see his passion and fervor, for what he does. So these two guys came together because they would have been involved in the network marketing space. So they came together and said, hey, let's make something that works exceptionally well. So they came together in tune of $7 million US out of their own pockets, and they formed the Cashfx group, 2 years strong, and we are going on to even better days. So is this a legitimate company? Of course it is. Registered over there in Panama City. All right, so we don't have to worry. This is a legitimate and a global company. As a matter of fact, we just had a ribbon cutting ceremony in September the 25th. And I just want to take you on a quick 1-minute tour of our headquarters that is now open to the public. Take a look. Nice. I'm looking forward to being there myself, booking my ticket over there to Panama to go tour the facility. Of course, as long as you make an appointment starting January 2022, it is open to the public to just come and have a tour. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. All right, so now that we have dealt with what the company is all about, the legitimacy of all of that, well, what do they have to offer is the next question. And that's what we're going to get into. So there are 15 contracts divided in 3 categories, the first of which is called the elemental plans. So the elemental plans start from 300 all the way to 3,000. And here, remember we talked about e-learning? This is where you get to learn the basics of the Forex market. Then we move on to the advanced plans, which goes from 5,000 all the way to 20,000. Here you get intermediate knowledge. You start to learn some more and, setting up your charts and so on and so forth. And then we get to the supreme plan that goes from 30,000 all the way to 100,000, which is our gold standard, right? And here you have more advanced knowledge. So anywhere in between, these 15 plans, you can start wherever you can afford. And then from there, depending on where you start, it unlocks your level of education where you can learn to trade for yourself if you so desire. As I like to say, it is a wonderful skill to have. So now that you would have purchased any one of these contracts, what does the reward plan look like? And that's an important question because everybody needs to know what's in it for me. So let's look at the reward plan. So when we talk about the reward plan, the first thing that we want to mention, of course, is bear capital. Now, bear capital is passive participation to the purchase of a trade contract. What happens here is you purchase any one of the 15 contracts that I've showed you, and you get your returns on a weekly basis, like clockwork. Every Saturday, you get your email, you can check your back office and see how much you have earned. And that, of course, is awesome. So that happens every week, of course, as I said. So if you are saying, you know, this is moving a little bit slow, I want to be a little bit more aggressive, well, we have something for that too. It's called bold capital. Bold capital is when you would have shared the opportunity with someone and they join and you start receiving bonuses. We're talking about fast start bonus, unilevel bonus, matching matrix bonus, and so on. So that's awesome. So with this, of course, your growth will be faster. And talking about growth, with this comes what we call rank levels. So the more you share, the more points you earn, and the more you are able to move up in the ranks. That's great, huh? So let's break down the contract for you. Let's say you purchase a $1,000 contract. What are things looking like? First and foremost, let's deal with the bear. 70% of your contract, which is $700 because we're dealing with the $1,000 contract here, goes to your brokerage or your trading account. What that means is that your broker is regulated. So that 70% of your money is insured per adventure. Anything should happen, that comes back to you. And though it is 70% that is being traded, the contractual agreement of the company between you and the company is that it will take your contract to 2x or 200% or 2 times its value. So that is exactly what they will do. Okay, keep that in mind. So let's talk about the bull capital. The bull capital side, of course, this is where you get your academy product. The other 30% comes here. And of course, this also goes to the bonus side of the business. 50% of that goes to the person who would have invited you into the company. That is $150 off that $300. The other $150 goes into unilevel bonus. So we have fast start bonus and we have unilevel bonus. Now from this unilevel bonus, it goes to the persons in the network above the person who would have invited you in. And the person who invited you also gets 10% of this unilevel bonus. And of course, this side also is promised to be taken 2x, 200%. And this is an additional $2,000. So with one opportunity, you can earn $4,000 or 400%. That is good business. I said it. So what are your options then? Let's say we go back to the bear capital. If you allow your contract to go 2x, what happens? There are two options if you allow that to happen. One is you can withdraw your money, 20% comes out. We'll deal with that later. Don't worry about it. And then you're now left with $1,600. You can walk away. Good to go. Got back your $1,000, got $600 interest. Good business. You can go away. You're not tied to the company for life. Second option, you can do the same. Withdraw your money, the 20% comes out, you have your 1,600, 600 stays in your pocket or in your balance, whatever you want to do with it. And then you repurchase the $1,000 contract, and then you just start turning that wheel again. Awesome. Yeah. But there's a third option, which is my personal favorite, benefiting from the power of compounding. Don't allow your contract to go to 2x, but as soon as you have enough in your balance, just upgrade. It was the wise man Einstein who said compounding interest is the 8th wonder of the world. I tend to agree with him. Be smart. So let me show you what that looks like as we look at what we call our roadmap to $100,000. So you start with $300, which is our smallest contract. You can make your way to the $100,000 contract, which is our largest contract. All right, as I said before, it is our gold standard. So let me tell you how this works. This chart is an estimate at a 5% per week return. And what happens here is that you purchase a $300 contract, 210, which is a 70%, is being traded for you. So at $10.50 per week in a 24-week period, you have $250 in your balance. So you're now ready to upgrade. Of course, $50 comes out because that's your 20% fee. And then that $200 that remains goes on your $300 that you would have already purchased. All right, so you're just paying the difference. And then boom, you're upgraded to the 500. Yes, it's that simple. Amazing, right? I know. Same thing happens here. You are now earning more because you'd have upgraded your contract, so your returns are going to be bigger. You're now earning $17.50 per week. All right, so in a 36 weeks period, you now have $625 in your balance, and you're now ready to upgrade again. 125 comes up because that's your 20% withdrawal fee, and then the 500 goes on the 500 that you have, and then you're now upgraded to the $1,000 contract. Now you're making $35 a week. You see what I'm talking about? Compound interest. Powerful stuff. Okay, so that keeps going on until you get all the way up to the 100,000. However, let me stop to say, if you start at a 300, because of what is called percentage carryover, by the time you get to the 500, you would have to allow that to go 2x and then renew it, and then you can go straight up the road. Why is that? Because your contract, when you upgrade, it doesn't start back at zero. The percentage is carried over because the company would have honored its agreement to bring you to 200%. So that meter would have already been running. So when you upgrade, it gets less, but it does not go to zero. So that's what you would have to do if you want to do this passively. You'd have to allow the 500 contract to be renewed. And with that being said, you are now, we're in the time frame of 5 to 7 years when we're talking about getting to the $100,000 contract, depending on how you treat your contract. So if you want to know the various options that are available, please reach out to the person who would have invited you on this call, and they will be glad to explain to you how that works and how you can get to your goal in a faster way. So let's talk about that 20% we were talking about earlier. That goes to what we call our force matrix, or 3x10 forced matrix. Now, what happens here is when you join the company, you fall into the matrix. You either fall beside someone or below someone. That's how it works. So whether or not you bring anyone in, the persons who would have brought you in, they might be bringing people in, and the people above them might be bringing people in. So it fills out the matrix. That's how it works. So it's a 3x10 structure, as I said before. So it's 3 across, 10 levels deep. So it happens in multiples of 3. So you have 3, and then you have 9, and you have 27, and you have 81. So it's a spillover effect. What happens here is that when a person falls under you, and when that person makes a withdrawal, that 20% doesn't go to the company, but it goes back to the members. It filters up to all the persons who are above that person. Depending on their percentage, it determines, how much they get paid. So the good thing about this is whether or not you are bull capital or bear capital, you benefit from this force matrix bonus. And that's good to know. Also, what is good to know is that this system is designed for persons to withdraw their money. You have to withdraw your money, whether it be by upgrade or liquidating your contract. And this is one of the systems that is also designed to allow the company to be sustainable and for it to have longevity. And I like to remind persons, whenever you hear the word longevity and sustainability, that is a good sign that your company has your best interest at heart. And of course, Cashfx Group has your best interest at heart. So let's look at the other bonus we spoke about, which is the unilevel bonus. The unilevel bonus, right, is something that is open to All of us, once we come in, once we start, we are ace trader. However, we have access to 4 levels deep. What that means is that you have 4 levels that you have a 10% access to earn an extra bonus when you start sharing the business. So let me explain how that works. I invite you. You accept to come on board. Well, you are not on my level 1. And because I am starting to build my unilevel team, I not only get a fast start bonus because you join, I also get a unilevel bonus. So that's that 10% that I spoke about earlier as well. So when you see how good this business is, and you will, and you share with someone, then they join, they're now on my level 2. I don't get the fast start bonus. You do because you're the one who invited the person. So they're not on my level 2. I still get unilevel bonus. So that's 10% again of that 30%, okay, or the other 150. Cool. So that person comes and it doesn't take long for them to see that, hey, this thing work, yeah, all right, I go and work with it. So I go and share it. They share it with someone else. Now they fall on my level 3. That person comes and say, whoa, can't keep this to myself, man. So I'm going to share that with someone else. They end up on my level 4. That level 4 comes in, same thing, because this is such an awesome business, right? And they share with someone. That someone is now on my level 5. Now I don't get any unilevel bonus. If I want unilevel bonus, then what do I have to do? Well, I have to rank up. I would have to now get to executive. That is, do a certain amount of business within a 30-day period so that I can rank up to this level. Then I open up levels 5 and 6, and I'm now earning 20% on those 2 levels. I want to open up level 7 and 8, then I have to do some more business and then rank up to manager, and I open level 7 and 8. I want to open up level 9, same thing. I got to rank up to director. And if I want to open up 10, 11, all the way to infinity, then I have to rank up to president, ambassador, and global ambassador. And then there I am earning from all the persons in my organization, and we are all leveraging each other's efforts because that's what this business does. The business is designed to help each other to succeed. My success is dependent on your success. The team success is dependent on individual success, and the individual success is dependent on the team success. This is how this business works. All right. So unlike traditional businesses that most times sets up employees against each other, this system is designed for us to work together. If you win, I win. That's how it goes. The wonderful works of network marketing. I love it. I know you love it too, okay? But anyway, as we talk about having monthly meetings, end of month meetings, one of the things that happens that they advise us on the persons who would have made rank, okay? So we're gonna look at some rank advancements in the month of October, and also how the company also compensates these persons as they move up in rank, letting them feel good about their efforts. So in the month of October, we would have 95 new executives, 23 new managers, 5 directors, and 2 presidents. That's amazing. That are people in this difficult time who are doing 50,000 worth of business, 150,000 worth of business, and so on. That is amazing in a 30-day period. That's good stuff. That's good stuff. All right. So, of course, as I said, once you rank up in level, the company compensates you or rewards you for your efforts. So, if you would have made executive, you get an iPad or cash price of 675 US dollars. If you make it to manager, you get a Rolex watch or 7,500 US dollars. If you make it to director, there is an all expenses paid trip for 2, or you can claim the prize of $11,250. You make it to the president club, then you get a Porsche or 75,000 US dollars. If you go to ambassador, there's a Ferrari for you, nice cherry red, isn't it? Or you can get 150,000 US dollars. And the big kahuna, Lamborghini. All right, you can get the Lamborghini if you make the rank of global ambassador, or claim the price, cash prize of 375,000 US dollars. All right, so that's how good and done. That's good stuff. You know, it's good to know that a company will reward you for your efforts and hard work. However, what really gets me is none of that. That's all good and dandy, but that's not what gets me. What gets me are the numbers. Why numbers? Because numbers are tabulated and they provide proof of performance. And it will tell you if there is consistency. And my friends, I kid you not, in this company, you see constant consistency. All right. So I'm just going to show you those numbers because that's what allowed me to fall in love with this business. And I'm pretty sure that you will appreciate these numbers as well. Just last week, we saw a 5.03% return. The week before that was 5.01%. That's what I'm talking about, consistency. Look at these numbers though. Let's take a minute and think. What institution are you a part of that pays you 5% per week on your money? I'll wait. No, none? I thought not. Come on. I want you to understand that this company is a company that you need to be a part of. Let's look at the contract sizes. All right, so that's $10 per week on your $300 contract. Now you can go through the various contract sizes. Now it seems small, but trust me, it adds up, especially if you benefit from what I explained earlier, the compounding interest. So the further you go, you can see the more you make consistently. That's what I want you to see. Let's look at the monthly returns. In October, we had 21.12% in returns. In September, it was 22.10%. Again, consistency, my friends. That's what we're all after. All right. So you can look at it. If you had a $300 contract, you would be making $44 for the month. It's a $500 contract. You'll be making $73 for the month. This is passive. This is you giving yourself an additional source of income, and depending on how you treat it, this can be your income. You understand? But look at these passive returns. This is amazing. This is amazing. And of course, if you understand the power of the Forex market, then you'll understand why you are able to have these sustainable results. I know you don't see them in your central system. So your mind might be trying to wrap around 20% a month. Boy, that sounds, whew, right? Nah, what we have to do is to move away from that centralized thinking and understand that there is a space where people are earning. And this is one such space. The Cashfx group can help you to see these returns. I encourage you. Come on, man. I encourage you to get with the program. All right. So let's look at the year so far. 219.81%. 219.81%. The year isn't finished yet. And you are over 200% on returns. You know what that means? You should have got started yesterday. Yesterday, yeah. All right, you're not convinced. Okay. That's okay. That's okay. Let's look at 2020, the year when everything was in shambles. Businesses were closing down. Now, the pandemic was wreaking havoc on everything and everyone. What was Cashfx doing? 329.54% in returns. That is ridiculously amazing. Come on. Consistency again. The only question you should be asking me right now is, Sheldon, How do I get started? I've heard enough. I'm ready to get. Tell me how to get started. I'm glad you asked. And let me tell you, my friends, Bitcoin. Bitcoin in, Bitcoin out. So the company chose Bitcoin as its standard of payment. So you have to purchase your contract with Bitcoins. You are paid in Bitcoin. However, your trading is done in US dollars. Let's put things into perspective here. Okay, so you're getting Bitcoins to purchase your contract. It is converted to US dollars so the trading can be done. When you make a withdrawal, then you are paid in Bitcoin. And being paid in Bitcoin is a big deal. It's a very big deal. All right, let's keep that in mind. So if you're nervous when you hear the word Bitcoin, let me help you to learn a few facts about Bitcoin. Shall we? Let me take a sip for this. Watch me. Bitcoin is created by computers or miners. So it's a software that generates a digital asset. So we can say that Bitcoin is digital money. So it is designed for persons to exchange between each other. So it's an exchange, it's a medium of exchange from peer to peer without the banks. That's good to know. All right. So it takes out the middleman and it's a strictly peer-to-peer form of payment. And that's good. You know, fiat money, of course, has to be issued by the government. There's a fixed amount of Bitcoins. What that means is that there are only 21 million Bitcoins that can be produced. No more. So that means that you don't suffer from inflation versus government money that has unlimited printing and that suffers from inflation. Right now, the money that you have in the bank does not have the same value it had when it just went in there. So your dollar is being devalued because of unlimited printing. All right. Bitcoin has a public database, meaning that you can go and check on what is happening with your transaction. You can see how many confirmations are left for the transaction to be completed and so on. So you're waiting on confirmation, not approval. It's a big difference. All right. But when you go to fiat currency or government money, we're talking about no transparency whatsoever. Bitcoin is decentralized, meaning not one person owns it. All of us, whoever buys some Bitcoin, they own that Bitcoin. The blockchain, that's what we'll call that platform, right? Government money, I mean, the banks, the government, they control that. All right. So the decentralized fund, you know, again means that nobody owns that. And of course, there are low fees for transfer versus high fees for government money. But at the end of the day, what it really boils down to is that Bitcoin puts back the power in your hands. It gives you control over your wallet, sovereignty over what you do with your money. All right. So with this amazing store of value, we're talking about 60,000. That's where Bitcoin is right now. Right. So 60,000 to $1 US. Come on. All right. So it takes $60,000 to get one Bitcoin. How can you not see the value of Bitcoin? Come on. All right. So you need to know about that because, you know, that's what it takes to get into this business. So though I said earlier that there are no referrals needed, you need to be referred by somebody in the company. Okay. You can't just go on Google, type up and sign up. No, you need somebody's referral in order to get in the company. That referral link will send you to the right page. You can get started, do your registration, and then make your payment, and you're good to go. So there are no apps. All right. You just have to get in by someone's referral link. That's important to know. So now that you join, how do you get back your money? That's a good question. Of course, you know, once you make a withdrawal request, you are paid in Bitcoin. You can use a Bitcoin as it is for those persons who accept Bitcoin, or you can get it converted into your various currencies, TT, USD, JMD, it doesn't matter. Wherever you are in the world or around the region, you can have it converted to that currency. Or you can simply be put on to what we call a global MasterCard. All right, global exchange MasterCard, where you just have your funds placed on that card. You can go to the ATM, you can go to the POS, or you can shop online. That's how easy it is. Yep. 1, 2, 3, easy peasy. Okay, so why do we share this opportunity? Because we want you to be free. That's why. We want you to be free. We want you to do what matters. So I'm looking forward to having you on board. So here's what you do. Get back to the person who invited you on this call and tell them that you want to get started so that they can walk you through the process. Okay. Thank you for your time. Thank you for being here. Have yourself a wonderful rest of day. Big up on yourself.